Everyone says total digital tracking is just part of life now. We live exposed, our data everywhere. But a quiet community, untouched by modern tech, actually runs circles around today's surveillance. They've found a way to live truly off the grid, right under our noses. Their 19th century logic holds powerful, low-tech secrets to ditching digital tracking for good. This isn't just about old ways, it's about reclaiming your space. It's a weird feeling we've all just kind of accepted. That constant sense of being watched by our own devices. Your phone listens for keywords, your browser builds a detailed profile on you, and ads for something you just thought about suddenly pop up everywhere. It really feels impossible to escape. But the Amish figured out the core of this problem centuries ago, without ever hearing the words digital footprint. Their solution isn't about giving up modern life completely. It's about being intentional. They built their entire world around face-to-face connection and manual living, which naturally creates a powerful privacy shield. So we dug into their way of life and pulled out 12 low-tech secrets anyone can use. These aren't just old traditions, they're practical steps to take back your personal space, one simple habit at a time. Number 1. Cash-only transactions. Think about it. Every time you tap your card or phone, you leave a digital breadcrumb. Your bank, the store, and data brokers all see exactly what you bought, where, and when. The Amish sidestep this entire system by sticking to cash. A cash transaction is anonymous. The only people who know about it are you and the seller, that's it. There's no data point for an algorithm to track, no entry in a database to be sold. It's a powerful, low-tech way to keep your financial life private. But once your money is off the grid, what about your conversations? Number 2. Handwritten communication. In our world, every email and text message is scanned. Algorithms analyze your private words looking for data to sell. The Amish, however, stick with physical mail. Think about it. A sealed letter is a powerful privacy tool. It can't be digitally intercepted or data mined on its journey. It's a closed channel, often protected by law, that travels completely outside the surveillance network. There's no server storing a copy, and no algorithm reading your thoughts. It's a simple, powerful way to ensure your words remain truly your own. But what happens when a letter is too slow? Number 3. Non-digital community networks. Instead of a digital social network, the Amish invest in a real one. It's not about fearing technology. It's about protecting their community. Their whole way of life is designed to prevent anything that pulls people away from each other. This creates incredible local trust. Think about an Amish furniture maker. They can't risk their reputation by selling a bad product because their customers are also their neighbors. It's a network built on real-world accountability, not algorithms and data collection. But what about the tools they use for all that manual labor? Number 4. Horse and buggy transportation. Think of your car as a data collector on wheels. It knows where you go, how fast you drive, and more. All of that info leaves a digital trail. The Amish solution? A vehicle with zero electronics, a horse. Their choice isn't about being old-fashioned. It's a deliberate tool to keep their community tight-knit. A car makes it easy to work miles away or drift into the outside world. But a horse and buggy forces life to be local and slow. It's a physical limit that reinforces family and neighborhood bonds with no GPS tracking your every move. But what about powering their homes and workshops? Number 5. Mechanical farming equipment. Think about modern smart tractors. They're basically computers on wheels, packed with GPS and sensors tracking every single move. The Amish sidestep this entirely by sticking to mechanical power. Following their community rules, they use draft horses to pull plows and harvesters. This keeps their world local and makes them rely on each other, not a corporation. They even have a clever workaround. a standard engine on a horse-drawn cart, just to power their tools. They get the engine's muscle without the traceable vehicle. It's a system that's completely offline. No data collection, no remote updates. But what about keeping food fresh without an electric grid? Number 6. Face-to-face trade agreements. Think about how modern business works. Digital contracts, online reviews, and user tracking. The Amish sidestep all of it by doing business in person. Their entire economy is built on a foundation of trust and reputation, not complex legal documents. Everyone follows a shared code of conduct, and your word is your bond. If you break that trust, the consequences are severe. You risk being shunned, which cuts you off from the community and your ability to make a living. It's a powerful system where personal accountability replaces digital surveillance. But what happens when news needs to travel faster than a horse? Number 7. No signal workshop locations. Think about your phone for a second. Even if you're not using it, it's constantly talking to cell towers and scanning for Wi-Fi. This creates a digital map of where you go all day, every day. Amish workshops, on the other hand, are often built in rural areas far from any signal. They're natural dead zones by design. There's no Wi-Fi to connect to and no cell service to track. Their workspace is completely off the grid, not because they're trying to hide, but because that's just how they live. But this physical isolation is great for privacy, but how do they stay informed without radios or the internet? Number 8. Paper record keeping. Think about where all your most important information lives. It's probably sitting on a server somewhere in the cloud, just one data breach away from being exposed to the entire world. The Amish approach is much simpler. Physical paper, business ledgers, family records, and community agreements are all kept as ink on a page, locked away in a cabinet. You can't hack a piece of paper from another continent. To steal those records, you have to be there in person. It's a low-tech security system that makes their data incredibly difficult to compromise. This keeps their records private, but how do they entertain themselves without feeding data into streaming algorithms? Number 9. Simple clothing that blends in. You might think surveillance is all about your face, but modern AI is much smarter than that. It uses what experts call soft biometrics, tracking things like the color of your shirt, your backpack, or even how you walk to follow you from one camera to the next. Someone in a bright, unique jacket with a big logo is an easy target for an algorithm. But the Amish, with their plain, uniform clothing, make it much harder. By intentionally not standing out, they become incredibly difficult for automated systems to track through a crowd. But what about the one place you're supposed to be truly private? Your home. Number 10. Living without smart devices. Think about your own home. Your smart speaker is always listening. Your thermostat tracks when you come and go, and even your doorbell is watching the front porch. Each one sends a constant stream of data about your private life back to a corporate server. The Amish have a simple rule that stops this cold: no physical connections to the outside world. For them, it's about maintaining community self-reliance. But today, it's also a masterclass in digital privacy. Their homes are a complete black box. No data is collected because there's nowhere for it to go. Number 11. Locally sourced food systems. Think about your grocery store loyalty card. It's not just for discounts, it's a data gathering tool. It logs every single purchase, building a detailed profile of your diet and lifestyle that gets sold to advertisers. The Amish sidestep this entire surveillance system. By growing their own food or buying directly from a local farmer, the whole digital supply chain vanishes. The transaction is just between two people. Food for cash. There's no database tracking their habits and no algorithm trying to predict what they'll eat next. It's a simple way to keep one of life's most personal details completely private. But what happens when a disaster strikes that's too big for one community to handle? Number 12. Community-based problem solving. When a serious problem hits, most of us pull out our phones. We search for answers, post on forums, or start a fundraiser. But the Amish don't. They turn to each other. This isn't by accident. It's a core principle that goes way back to when they had to rely on one another to survive. They deliberately avoid things like connecting to the public power grid because it keeps their community tight-knit and focused inward. Instead of asking an anonymous algorithm for help, they ask a neighbor they've known their entire life.